Hey, this is Jet from JetSpencer.com. I'm coming to you from Garden of the Gods in Colorado Springs, Colorado today, and I'm going to be doing a book review for you. Today's book is When I Stop Talking, You'll Know I'm Dead, Useful Stories by Persuasive Man by Jerry Weintraub. And I absolutely love this book. It's a autobiography. I give it 5 stars, and basically he just breaks down some of the big checkpoints that he went through in his life that gave him the upper edge to become the man that he is today, or was today. In this case, he actually passed away a couple years ago, unfortunately. But let's get right into it. So why did I like this book so much? Why am I giving it 5 stars? And why do I recommend this book to people? This book is just a series of stories where he breaks down some of the key points in what is actually successful in not only business but personal relations as well. This is a man who has worked with Brad Pitt, Matt Damon, George Clooney, actually helped produce the Ocean's 11 movie as well as the sequels along with Karate Kid. And it doesn't stop there. This man is actually very well known for being an executive producer in Hollywood as well as going on the road with artists such as Elvis Presley, John Denver, and Frank Sinatra. So this guy is a hard-hitting Hollywood producer at its finest. And I'm not going to give you every single story in this book because I don't want to absolutely destroy it for you, but I am going to break down a couple of the stories in this book that I thought really touched me on a personal level, and hopefully it touches you on a personal level as well. So this particular story, Jerry Weintraub at this point is trying to get Elvis Presley on the road with him. But Elvis Presley needs to go through his manager known as the Colonel. So for 365 days, yes, an entire year, Jerry Weintraub calls every single morning asking the Colonel, I want to take Elvis on tour. I want to take Elvis on tour. I want to take Elvis on tour. And every single day, every single morning, every single time, the Colonel's like, no, no, no. So what does Jerry Weintraub do? Well, he just keeps calling. He doesn't give up. And I think this is something where many people romanticize what it's like to actually be a businessman, to actually be an executive producer in Hollywood, to actually put in the work. And this guy literally, he didn't stop once, he didn't stop twice, he didn't stop 3 times, he went 365 days. And actually add one more to that, because on day 366, what do you think happened? The Colonel picked up the phone and he said, yes, you can take Elvis on tour, but I need $1 million. $1 million. So this guy doesn't have $1 million, and at that time $1 million is a lot of money. It's still a lot of money today, but back then it was even more. And now Jerry Weintraub has to collect all this money, put it all together, and create something that's truly magical. So he calls his friends, he calls other producers, he calls banks, he does this, he does that. And what ends up happening? He gets the money. But not only that, but the Colonel also said, you have to get the money to me in less than 24 hours. So not only does he have to pull together $1 million, but he also has to do it in less than 24 hours. So this man has been chipping away, chipping away, chipping away, chipping away, calling every single day for an entire year. And not only that, once he finally gets the yes, he has less than 24 hours to actually make up on all those calls. So it is just amazing that he was able to make this happen. And the story doesn't stop there, because Elvis actually said that if at any point in the tour that all the seats in the stand were not filled, he was gonna just quit. He was not gonna do the tour. You're still gonna collect the $1 million, doesn't matter. And so what ends up happening on the very first day, the very first day that he's going out and he's supposed to like pull together all these tickets and make sure all the seats are filled and stuff like that, he comes to find out that there are not enough seats taken. So what's he end up doing? He actually takes the seats and calls up a prison system and gets a bunch of prisoners to unlock most of the seats inside the stadium, pull them up, and actually make it so that the show was going to be a packed stadium, when the reality is that they just simply took chairs out of the stadium because there wasn't enough time to let the place know that Elvis was in the house. So this is a guy that's thinking on his feet, and this is what I like. Not only does he show that grinder mentality, that mentality where you have to go in and every single day you chip away, you chip away, you chip away, you chip away, but he also goes to show that he's willing to think on his feet. So when Elvis was saying that, no, I'm not going to do any shows whatsoever unless I have a full stance. Then he made it possible. And in today's world, it seems nearly kind of reckless to just go up into a prison, this, that, and the other, and find work in order to actively make his dream come true. But this guy was willing to do anything that it took. And that's why I have massive respect for this man, Jerry Weintraub. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure to subscribe, like, and/or comment. Once again, I'm not going to break down the entire book. I don't want to destroy it. It's absolutely amazing. Go check it out. Once again, I gave it a solid 5 stars. The book is When I Stop Talking, You'll Know I'm Dead by Jerry Weintraub. Useful Stories by a Persuasive Man. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to subscribe, like, and/or content. Once again, this is Jecht from JechtSpencer.com. Good fortune to you, my friend. So